Nymphomaniac is a 2013 erotic film with feminism, which tells a story about the sexual exploration of a nymphomaniac, Joy. This film unfolds in the form of Joy recounting her memory of the exploration for sex with a non-sexual man who saved her from the street. What this movie represents is not only about a woman's pursuit for sexual freedom and her resistance of traditional sexual morality, but also breaks the stereotypes of passive status of women in traditional sexual concept. This video essay will focus on analyzing the role of semiotics in representing a woman's sexual self-consciousness. There are several things occurring in the film which can be explained by one of the basic concepts of semiotics: denotation and connotation. There are two different meanings to describe a sign. Denotation represents the literal and surface description of the sign, and the connotation shows the deep and the lasting meaning with broader cultural audience of the sign. Let's turn to Joy as a teenager in the process of exploring sex. In a scene, Joy uses a triangular route to masturbate. There are also a protractor being behind her and a physical formula writing on the blackboard. The denotation of this scene means that Joy uses a physical and mathematical equipment to masturbate. And the connotation of the equipment and formulas means that the authoritative regulation created by human beings. Joy literally masturbates by using this equipment, and it implies that she is trying to break through the traditional regulations to sex. Such a conflict represents she's constantly breaking the stereotypes of traditional sexual morality, that women should be reserved in sex. In traditional sense, women tend to be taught to be ashamed of having sexual desire or being sexual addict. Bueno argued in her book Misogyny that desire itself is produced and finished with individuals, and it should be free as imagination. The prohibition and the suppression of desire has nothing to do with anyone but oneself. Moreover, mathematics and music are mentioned many times in the film. Joy is very interested in mathematics, and she describes her first sexual experience as 3 plus 5. 3 plus 5 is a Fibonacci sequence.
3 and 3 plus 2 makes 5, and 5 plus 3 makes 8, and 8 plus 5 makes 13. The sequence has an interesting connection to Pythagoras' theorem and the golden section. It was all about finding a divine methodology in art and architecture.
In Joy's eyes, sex is like the golden section, which is full of beauty and mystery. Further, Joy has sex with many different people a day, and she regards each of her lovers as a music note, which is arranged by her in perfect order. In Saussure's linguistic theory, signs are made up of two elements: the signifier and the signified. The signifier is the symbolic form of language, and it can be sound, image, or word. The signified is a meaning of the signs. Formula and musical notes are a signifier that presents the most aesthetic and harmonious ratio. Signified means sex is also like mathematics or music, which is a beautiful artwork that creates pleasure for Joy. In conclusion, semiotics is applied to present Joy's creative attitude towards sex. She does not feel shame of desire for sex. There is a sexual double standard existing in society. That means men's loveness is firm, but women's pursuit for sex should be holy. Female sex is divided into for reproduction and for pleasure. However, society imposes a production function on women's sexuality, regarding women's pursuit for sex as obstacle action. Joy's pure pursuit for sex subverts the traditional position of men and women in sexual desire. She strongly exposes the lifestyle as a feminist, champions for equality and freedom.